in Hurt Park, hundreds and hundreds of students and adults showed up, and Martin Luther King Jr. was the chief speaker. But people were ready. People were inspired um, to continue to push and pull. Atlanta was the little New York, the capital of the South, and Atlanta had to change. Atlanta was ready. It was an enlightened community. They had desegregated places like Riches and Davidson, who later became Macy's. And one of the first places to desegregate in downtown Atlanta was Heron. Was sort of a seafood place also. I can never forget one of the meals they would serve was seafood on a plank, and it was so tasty. But to go there and to eat and be able to eat with your African American friends and your white friends in a place that was so comfortable.
Can you tell what is probably your, I guess, best recollection? Well, I don't want to say recollection. What do you think is the greatest accomplishment of SNCC? Not just in Atlanta, but just what was SNCC's major?
And the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee as an organization and the young people made a lasting contribution. Some people accuse us of being radical, of being militant. No, we just insist, and we persisted. These young people, so brave and so courageous, had a burning. It was like fire caught up in our bones. Because we have heard people say, wait, be patient. But we were saying we cannot wait. We cannot be patient. We started the slogan, we want freedom, and we want it now. SNCC coordinated the Freedom Ride. After CORE, the Congress for Racial Equality, dropped the Freedom Ride. It was through the effort of a young lady who had been head of the national movement by the name of Diane Nash. Ruby Doris Robinson, who was a student at Spelman College. She was the first non-Nashville student, the first student part of the Atlanta movement to join the Freedom Ride. Along with Diane Nash, they pushed jail without bail. They went to Rock Hill, South Carolina, and got arrested and went to jail. But these people, not just Diane and Ruby Doris, but there was other people, Frank Holloway, some other brave young guys from the Atlanta movement went on the Freedom Ride and got arrested in Jackson, Mississippi, just by entering the so-called white waiting room at the Greyhound bus station. They were taken to jail. We filled the city jail in Jackson. We filled the county jail. And later, people kept coming. They took some people, including C.T. Vivian, Reverend C.T. Vivian, to the prison farm outside of Jackson, and the guard hit him, and he started bleeding. And later they brought him back to the city jail and on to the county jail. Then late one night, they loaded all of the Freedom Riders on trucks and took us through the heart of the Delta and took us to the Mississippi State Penitentiary. And I would never forget it. All of the white and black men were put in this truck. Now, when we were arrested and jailed, they segregated us. But to transport us, they had to put us together. We get to the state penitentiary, maximum security unit. This guy come up with his rifle, and he said, sing your goddamn freedom songs now. We have niggas here. They would beat you. They would eat you. Then they led us into the hallway of this building. And they ordered us, each one of us, to strip. And we stood there for 45 minutes to an hour without any clothes. They tried to destroy our sense of dignity and pride. Then they ordered us to take showers. And if you had facial hair, if you had a mustache or a beard, you had to cut it off. And then after the shower was over, they gave us a pair of shorts and a T-shirt saying Mississippi State Penitentiary. And most of us stayed in jail for 40 to 44 days to get out in time to appeal our cases. But the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee worked all across Mississippi, parts of Alabama, and Southwest Georgia, and we took the movement to some of the worst places in the South. But we were based here in Atlanta, and by being based here, we have changed Atlanta, have changed Georgia, and have changed America.
I want to, did you pick up the conversation in the background?
It's very faint.
So it won't affect the,
It shouldn't, but I did try to get it.
Should we tell them to?
But it's faint, it's not overpowering.
You told
at all.
them?
I told your assistant, I think she's trying to call her to tell her she
Okay.
didn't want to knock on the door.
Oh,
oh, okay. Wow, that was powerful, John. Well, do you think, so we did the snake, freedom. Can you tell us anything, did you ever interact with Howard Moore, Donald Hollowell, and their law
Oh,
firm?
yeah.
Can you tell us about the Hollowell law firm and the lawyers there?
Here in Atlanta, the Atlanta Student Movement and those who made up the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, we had gifted, smart lawyers. These men and women have been inspired. They have been blessed with talent, with skills. The firm of Hollowell, Alexander, Moore, Ward, it was a combination of people, the best of the best. And when we got arrested and we went to jail, they were there for us. These men and women worked with the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. They worked with Thurgood Marshall, Jack Greenberg, Constance Baker Motley. I admired all of them, but I love Howard Moore and I love Constance Baker Motley. They both tall, so eloquent, and they shamed some of these judges, not just in Atlanta, but throughout Georgia and other parts of the South. And I think some of these judges and the opposing attorney feared and almost trembled when they saw these young men and women coming into the courtroom. If it hadn't been for these lawyers, for these gifted and talented men and women,